Gents, welcome back to another one of these direct strike videos. Dude, I am excited. There's been a new patch. Couple updates coming your way, guys. We got a new resource. We got the crystals. Bro, I am excited about this one. I can't believe whenever a new patch hits like this, it just feels so refreshing. I'm so happy to be able to see this new crystal, and the implications. I think you have new mercenaries, which we're going to be covering right away. First things first, we got to pick our, basically our draft. I feel like our draft looks pretty good, so I'm not going to take the chance to reroll it. I kind of am comfortable with what we have. But yeah, either way, let's pick this one up. So essentially, gents, we got a new builder, man. No way, we got essentially new mercenaries. This is insane. Look at this. A brute, shockwave, resilience, 950 health with chaos damage. Isn't that insane with heavy armor? That is crazy. You have a limit of 2 apparently. So yeah, bro, I can't believe we got a new resource. This is so sick. I can't wait to try these out. So essentially, I think how mercenaries work, you have essentially 16. I think it's 16 as a number. 16 new units on the map, and you get a random roll from those 16. Get 4 of them. And essentially, all of them have different skill sets. I mean, they're mercenaries. You have to use your crystals in order to hire them. And I think before you start getting them, it's at 2 minutes in the game. Once you start getting yourself some crystals over time. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so we got a grunt matchup here. I think it's going to be depending on the skin. This guy has a high paid skin, so I think he's going to be winning for sure. He seems to have a little bit more health than me. And the... does he get the auto attack? No way, GG. He gets the lucky last hit, bro. Fuck that guy, man. Either way, let's dive back into this game. Dude, I'm excited about this one. So Vagabond, Naturalist, Guardian, and Brute. I think we're going to have to wait. We got to tier up until we actually get these bad boys. And as you can see, 2 minutes have passed. Crystal's income has started. Ooh, DK. Can't go wrong with DK, I'm pretty sure, right? So Death Knight, we got a 6 skin on this bad boy too. We actually dropped this Sork, and hopefully I will be able to take out my counterpart with maybe tricking him with the invisibility, because it's gonna essentially force him to. Ooh, 4 grunts is rough though. Maybe our teammate actually does a little bit of damage here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive here. I mean, Sork, in my defense, is gonna do 100% extra damage to 200% to heavy armored units. Plus, I have the invisibility, so hopefully with the fact that most of my units are being invised by this Sork, I keep them alive as long as possible, and I can coil these grunts one after the other, and this is going to get me a lot of XP, so I should really get a strong XP advantage against my counterparts. I'm very excited about this, and we even do a little bit of damage to purple, which is really good, so teal should have a higher odds of winning this. So it's all about helping your teammates too, and kind of getting small advantages. In this case, we got it is cheeky to do this, but it's easily countered by either a shade or a gem of true sight, but unfortunately our opponent needs to spend 200 gold in order to counter this. So you see how this can be a problem for our opponent if he essentially doesn't address this as soon as possible. But by the time he addresses it, I already will have a lot of units on the map. So let's see how our opponent does this. Okay, our counterpart went for the Earth Sign Warrior. Apparently this unit has been nerfed this patch because it's a little bit too strong. Look at the attack speed on this bad boy. It seems to have some sort of frenzy where it's attacking very fast the same target. Dude, this unit is so strong. Now it kind of makes sense why this unit got nerfed. This is so overpowered. Oh my god. If you get that roll, I feel like it's an auto win. No. Bro, that felt so strong. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense why this unit got nerfed, because it seems like to do a lot of damage, a little bit like Ursa in Dota 1. The more damage it deals onto one target, I feel like each subsequent hit deals more damage or something like that, or at least has a chance to proc some sort of rage, which seems to do a lot of attacks on the same target or something like that. But either way, no matter what, we still got a pretty big. I mean, we still are winning versus our counterpart, because this guy doesn't have any sort of he doesn't have any heroes or whatnot, so he can't really deal with invis units too well. So I think dropping a couple more Sorks, maybe just 2 is fine. I don't want to overcommit. So teching up is probably the play. We tech up, we get grunt strength, which is going to be crucial. You know what? Get a 3rd one. Why the hell not? So 3 Sorks is going to be really good. Just for the fact that magic damage is always going to be good. I don't know if Sorks got buffed this patch or not, but because they weren't getting any play, to be honest, because these units essentially get countered very easily for the fact that, you know, just reveal. You could, by the way, there's 3 ways you could reveal. So Gem of True Sight, you could get a Shade, and also the reveal ability, which is obviously very good. So the reveal ability from, I think your builder or something like that. But yeah, look at that. He's actually doing a pretty good job. The Druids of the Talon are definitely kind of wrecking me at the moment. Let's get the regeneration going. Unfortunately, we didn't have any... I didn't see any... Okay, at least my Death Knight is still alive. I'm level 2, so the second this guy starts getting a hero or whatnot, I will have a strong advantage. But the problem is, like, the -4 armor applied from the Druid of the Claw? Druid of the Talon, sorry, not Druid of the Claw. That's the bears, these guys. The minus armor is a problem, so any sort of dispel can be good. So we are teched up here, so we can actually get ourselves the Obsidian Statue for the flat healing. I might consider getting an item on the Death Knight. That could definitely help, just to keep this bad boy alive. And some of these would be good. The one I was really thinking about is this one. So I'll tell you guys why I want to get this guy. Is because of one specific thing. It's the Shamanic Totem. Essentially, this acts as the a mana flare, abolish magic. So essentially, every time our unit or opponents cast any sort of ability, it will be debuffed or removed, correct? An immovable ward that abolishes magic and spell immunity lasts 20 seconds. Yeah, dispels positive buffs and whatnot, and negative buffs too. So that I'm assuming it applies on the Fairy Fire from the Druid of the Talon. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Let's see if it does. So it's -4 armor. Is this gonna get dispelled? This seems to be the case. There's 2 of these on the map, which is good. Okay, so I got completely wrecked there, unfortunately. I should probably consider getting a... upgrades? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a really close fight. Yeah, you see the armor has been debuffed. Okay, or removed, which I guess is good. And I'm actually stacking with my, my teammate, which is huge here. This guy's not only going to get Roar, which is bonus damage on all the units, but he's also going to be getting passive healing from the Obsidian Statue. So that's really good. Teal should have a very strong advantage here. He should do fine, no matter what. So at this point here, we should go for... I'm going to go for 1 fairy. Obviously, this will not stack with the... maybe it will. Shamanic Totem might stack with the Flare. Wait, that could be really strong versus casters, to be honest. I will also get a health. I guess flat health can be good. Or, you know what? Belt of Strength. Just give this bad boy a primary stat. He can't be bad. We want to keep this guy alive as long as possible, right? Here, I mean, I kind of want to get a couple of these rifles. For the single fact that these guys with pierce damage will do a lot of damage versus unarmored units. And it's also good versus any sort of incoming air. I was considering going for gargoyles, but the problem is Druid of the Talon is going to be very good versus any sort of air. So me going air here is literally troll. I could go for 1 damage upgrade. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for 1 damage upgrade and range on my rifles. I think that's going to be really good. Slowly but surely, this guy went for so many Urson Warriors. I mean, this guy's really abusing Urson Warriors, to be honest. I mean, these are so strong. So this guy went for Shadow Hunter with Orb of Venom. Bruh. But look at Fairy Dragon doing so much here. Yeah. This was definitely the play. But yeah, Urson Warriors... This guy is Urson Warrior Abuser. It's crazy, bro. These units are way too strong. But you know, in my defense, I do have the Brute, which I'm very excited about because he has resilience, taking significant less amount of damage, and also resistant skin. So I think as a hero, so spell targeting and duration is reduced, I'm assuming. So this could be very good. Also pulverize, shockwave. I mean, come on. We're going to have to save a lot of crystals in order to get that unit. So That at least is what I'm hoping for. We do need to beef up our front line, so getting brute strength to get all my grunts a little bit more HP and damage is going to be called for. What else do we want? I think maybe an additional fairy can be good. 2 fairies might be the play versus the Druid of the Claw. And what else? Mortar teams are going to do more damage to unarmored units, I think. But what else do we want? Okay, this guy has... Okay, he has Gem of True Sight, which was definitely the play, but we essentially forced him to get to a 200 gold item, which is rough sometimes, right? So do we want to get Coil here? This is always a very difficult choice. Let's go Coil. I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna basically almost 2-shot the Shadow Hunter. So this guy's going for healing and stats. But as you can see, this guy's massing the hell out of the Druid of the Clan Talon. Bruh. I mean, this is a rough matchup. I don't know really what we should do. Like, do I go for Hippogriffs? Potentially Hippogriffs so I can actually target the backline. But the thing is, Druid of the Talons are so very good versus any sort of air units. So I'm trying to think here. What is my counterplay? Bro, I completely forgot about the Naturalist. It's one of the... Okay, wow, the Naturalist is actually insane. I can't believe I didn't actually pick this one up. It grants 15 life regeneration, 5 armor to all non-mechanical allies with 300 range for 5 seconds. This is insane. I can't believe I actually didn't pick up this bad boy, the Naturalist. This is like really solid aura that I should have picked up a long time ago. I was so tunnel visioned on getting this Brute, right? But I think we cannot get it until like super late game. So I think the play here, the way I counter my opponent is Mountain Giants. It's literally the only way. I need to also get an additional gold mine because if I don't get this gold mine, I won't be able to finance my expenses. I feel like I'm wondering if my teammates did get a second gold mine. No one did. So I'm hoping for pretty much a long game. It wouldn't be a Vimp video without 4 gold mines or something like that, right? I should have probably picked these bad boys up. I was so tunnel vision on pretty much exploring the new units. But yeah, I'm excited to see... If the Brute is going to be insane, but the thing is, I do want to get us myself a couple Mountain Giants because the truth is, I think we need just units that have resistance, right? And resistance, Mountain Giants do have resistant skin. So essentially cannot be targeted by any sort of spells, which is really what we're hoping for at the moment because this guy has mass Druid of the Talon, right? So us getting these bad boys is going to be insane. Yeah, one thing I did notice is the Mountain Giants did get an increased cost from 310 to 320. They were obviously very good units, but yeah, this is a very kind of like substantial change because all these Mountain Giants did cost me like 30 extra gold. Let's get this resistant skin. That's going to be important. We do have 3, so now getting probably upgrades is going to be worth it. But yeah, one thing I did notice is my opponents... Orange and my counterpart actually got 2 Gem of Sights, which, I mean, we do have to consider that cost, right? So don't forget. So this guy went for Gem of True Sight. That's 200 gold. Orange did as well. So yeah, that's the thing. That's 400 gold. Not down the drain because I'm not going heavy on what's it called, like Sorks, but that's 200 gold out of their pocket, which is good. So that's why Sorks can be good because it requires a substantial investment. Because unless they have a good response, like Shade or using Reveal, they basically are forced to use Gem of True Sight. So I guess it's good, but yeah, the thing is we're still struggling a lot versus this guy. So I felt like Mountain Giants would have put up a better fight, but maybe I was mistaken. I was thinking that resistant skin might have been like the answer, but potentially we might need some more DPS in the back to handle those air units because I don't see what else really we can do. Look at that. This guy, Spell Shield, Amulet, Talisman of Evasion. I mean, they have a lot of gold, right? That's the advantage of like always controlling middle. We can't never push back. My armor is thinning out slowly but surely. That's the kind of issue that I'm seeing. We did get a nice cheeky level up. Let's get the aura because I don't think Coil is going to do much here. Like at this point, I should probably consider getting an undead unit and getting Death Pact. Hopefully keep my Death Knight as alive as possible. I'm pretty much trying to address the air situation. with mass rifles. But the thing is, like, waves are overlapped in an awkward way, so it's hard for me. Look at that brute. Beautiful shockwave on the backline units, right? Chaos damage, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, I might actually get this brute. Look at this like beast. Oh my god, that's so much HP. You know what? I literally just got enough. That's huge. Okay, let's get this guy. Let's drop him right here. I think is fine. Let's get him. Oh my god, let's go. Brute. Resistant skin. Considered as a hero for spell targeting and duration good. 25% chance to block up to 120 damage taken. That's insane. And shockwave. Wow. It's basically a mini Torrent Chieftain here, which is sick. Drop a couple more grunts. I mean, we do have a very beefy front line on the south side here. Anything else we want? Like I could go for more Mountain Giants. I don't really see what else I could do. I mean, more rifle for just flat out damage. I think that's the only thing we're missing is just a little bit more damage. I think I could go resistant skin, but also what would be even better is going for armor on literally all my units. This guy's level 6. That's huge. He has this revive the dead, which all units are invulnerable, but actually I think he can get dispelled. Yeah, this is kind of a problem to a certain degree. At least it seems like we're putting up a better fight here, but this guy has too much. I can't really handle this wave. It's very difficult for me to go through this guy. But he's going heavy magic. I literally got Animate Dead. I can't believe I got it. That's insane. I was like level 5. I just got level 5 and somehow actually killed his whole wave. Because of the Brood, I'm assuming. Just that extra, like that massive beefy unit. And then I got like Animate Dead units, which is insane. I could also consider going for an additional hero. Because I already have the best hero as a tier 1 hero. Among the top, I think he's wait, let me check the stats. Okay, he's actually 8th, which I thought he was like top 5, but he's 8th, which is kind of hilarious. Do we want to go more Mountain Giants? I don't think that's a bad idea. Like one more MG. One more MG is definitely the play. And Necros to consider in the future, getting those skellies out on the map. The problem is they're going to get dispelled by the destroyers. I think that would be a blunder, no? So maybe just getting more rifles. More rifles might be the play. A couple more fairies for the Druid of the Talon. Anything else we want from the mercenaries? I think like more brutes. I want to see how this fight goes. Look at that beautiful shockwave. Animate Dead. And they also benefit from... No way, I actually didn't know that. But they actually benefit from the upgrades. That's huge. Slowly but surely bring this Obsidian statue up front. This guy is going for a lot of mass air. So I will need to answer with some sort of like anti-air, which I don't seem to have too much, to be honest. I could get an orb on my hero. Yeah, this is kind of a problem. I need to answer with, I don't know what's my anti-air. Alright, so my teammate actually recommended me going for hippogriffs. I don't know what how I'm feeling about this, because truthfully, the problem with going for hippogriffs, yes, they're good, but you have to consider the fact that, do I want to go for conversion here? Or just go death coil? Getting maxed out, I don't think that's a bad idea. I don't even have, do I have undead units? I could go for, okay, necromancers and go death pact. That might actually be the play. So he recommended me going hippogriffs. The truth is, it's really good versus chimeras, right? Because hippogriffs do have Pure Star damage, which is going to be very good versus hippos. And the only thing that really can target them is destroyers. Man, this guy was right. But the problem, this guy has Druid of the Talon, right? Bro, this is insane. Stats? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go Death Pact right away. Because the truth is, I have to invest a lot into my hippogriffs. The problem with me going hippogriffs, I kind of don't like the units because I already committed to rifles, right? Since I committed to rifles, me going for hippogriffs, I have to go for improved bows and marksmanship. That's 2 upgrades I actually need to get. That's 150 gold, which isn't too much in the grand scheme of things, considering the game that might go a little bit longer. But yeah, that's the kind of issue. But I guess, I mean, these units are top tier, right? Really, really strong units. My hero's already level 8, which is insane. I might even get an additional brute in the game if it keeps going this way. Ooh, priestess. Yeah. We want to go priestess here. I think priestess with the chance of us getting starfall is going to be insane. Searing arrow or true shot. What are we cooking here? I think true shot is just more insane early. Let's get this. Okay, so a combination of rifles really split them up, right? Because chimeras do splash damage. So having a couple of these units is going to be good. But look at the massive stack here. Brute with the shockwave doing so much freaking damage. I actually tanked 2 wave. Granted, it was underneath the fortress. Let's get true shot. All of my units are pretty much ranged, so they're going to be benefiting from this true shot aura. Dark Ranger, yeah. I need a lot more hippos, man. That's what I need. Bro. Like, I could also get a couple more items on my Death Knight, because I feel like this guy doesn't have too much of an answer versus my Death Knight. There's really a lot of ways I could really play this. This guy's 2 brutes. That's hilarious. Bro, these units are so strong. I'm very close of getting my second brute. But to be honest, like, I could go for more mountain giants. There's so many ways I could play this. But to be honest, I think the best way is just mass hippogriffs. It's the only way. Because I need to deal with the air. If I kill the chimeras before they kind of like kill all my units, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Or I could even get a couple extra items on my Death Knight just to keep him alive. Because the passive aura is so good. 22% increase, so it has life regeneration as high as possible, right? And increased movement speed, which is good. So I reinforce the units a little bit faster to help my teammates out. Death Sworn. Look at all these mercenaries, man. The game complexity just skyrocketed, right? I'm starting to get a lot of hippogriffs, so this could be a problem for sure for my opponents. I'm 1-1 upgrades. I'm not seeing the... I think I might go for marksmanship here. Yeah, let's go for it. I have enough hippogriffs to get this extra damage. It's going to be worth it. What's funny is I actually don't have any sort of dispel. Look at the amount of units here. True shot aura? Why not? As long as we upgrade anything, it's going to be good. Ooh, I didn't think about this. But yeah, the problem that I'm seeing is Big Bad Voodoo is going to ruin me, you know? Bro, blue is so strong. This guy's hero is going to stack because of this. That's insane. At least this guy knows what he's doing. So Teal is going for mass Wind Riders. So completely piercing through all the units here. Because you know what's interesting is that the Wind Riders actually aim for Jode of the Talon first instead of Chimeras. The problem with that is that his whole ground army gets obliterated, right? This is so annoying. Big Bad Voodoo is just arguably one of the strongest ultimates in the game because it just puts the whole army invulnerable for a couple seconds. So here, I mean, more mountain giants can be good. More hippogriffs can be good. I almost got another brute. I think it's going to be next wave. Like, more mountain giants can also be strong. Look at my army. It's so sick, man. The problem is just the chimeras. There's just such a problem. Can't do anything here. Yeah, these units are insane. The heroes always will stack because of the fairies. Maybe I should place these bad boys a little bit behind or something. I'm not even sure. Blue is just such a problem. Alright, we got our second brute. 2 brutes on the map. These bad boys are super healthy. It's gonna keep basically my front line as alive as possible. And one of my teammates recommended me going for Necros, which might not be too stupid, to be honest. Because, for example, I mean, I didn't see too many like ways for them to dispel it, right? So starting to get a couple Necromancers, for example, with Unholy Frenzy applied on any of my units can be very, very good. Are these guys... I want to see their upgrades. 2-2. Also something to consider going for a couple upgrades here. This guy really went heavy on his hero. Like, I don't even feel like I need to go for too many items and whatnot, right? I need to be faster on my use of the obsidian statue, I think. Because the problem as I'm fighting this guy, right? You see, we're not even getting through the chimeras. I need so many things at the same time, right? Oof.
You're interrupting my calculations.
What's it called?
Have it up in no time. Alfred thought of something better.
Our turrets are always waiting. Win.
It's 3 times stronger. This you want. You're interrupting my calculations. How did that get approved? That's not. Our allies now have it up in no time.